Good day, ladies and gentlemen. The COVID-19 pandemic presents both opportunities and dilemma in all aspects of the societies all over the world, and the education sector is no exemption. According to the United Nations, the COVID-19 pandemic has created the largest disruption of educational systems in history, affecting 1.6 billion students in over 190 countries. The pandemic has magnified issues of societal inequality that persist even in institutions of learning. And these educational challenges and funding limitations brought about the pandemic widens the gap and exacerbates such inequalities. On the other side, the pandemic has ushered a new educational environment of schools and higher education institutions. The crisis has forced the education sector to adapt to the challenges and rise up to these hurdles of delivering education considering the public health and security not just for the students but also the education personnel. The Asian Society of Teachers for Research Incorporated recognizes these prospects and challenges as it conducts its first virtual conference, the second International Virtual Conference on Development Education 2021 via ZOOM Teleconferencing, with the theme Creative Responses in Migrating to the New Normal Environment. The conference highlights the important role of research in policy formulation, implementation, and mitigation of creative strategies for adaptation and survival. Education streams. Many studies to be presented in this conference deals with the education sector, pedagogy, and blended learning. Studies exploring growth images seen in films as motivating indigeneity, classroom learning, photomath, and offline smartphone application as an intervention to help priority learners understand and appreciate mathematics. Utilization of Facebook groups for students' engagements and learning activities, and the use of Schoology in learning statistics reflect the creative pedagogical techniques employed by teachers to maximize the learning of students. Moreover, studies on the lived experiences on the online learning modality experiences of college teachers, the exploratory study of pupils of modular classes, and the study on the lived experiences of social science teachers in Chinese school on online education provide a glimpse of the unique experiences and challenges of teachers and students alike in blended and online learning as a response to the pandemic. Behavioral sciences stream. Studies dealing with the subject of human action are also well prepared in this conference. The case study of the behavior abused children with a behavior modification intervention, the psychological inventory of the military cadets of the Philippines, personality traits and communication apprehension of education students, level of emotional students of the faculty members, and revitalizing Girl Scouting towards holistic personality development of senior high school students, so to explain some behavioral aspects impacts personal thoughts, decisions, interactions, and actions. Social sciences streams. The studies on indigenous knowledge pertaining to Yantok chair production practices, stories of Generation Z, solo parent mothers, unraveling millennial fever of Wattpad stories, predominant social values in the political activities of a certain municipality, and a study on how cisgender male students perceive their campus. Climate change are papers in the social sciences that stream that will also be presented in this IVCDE 2021 conference. Business management and management streams. Papers from this business management and a broad management stream from education to the environment will also be highlighted in this research conference. Studies in the strategic management system for competitive business performance, the employability of employers' perspective of business graduates' performance, and determinants of career change of overseas Filipino professionals in the Middle East, which results could be of use in the improvement of the small and medium enterprise, business employability of employees and overseas Filipino professionals, and among others. Health education streams. Health education studies in this time of pandemic are a welcome addition to the conference. The awareness, attitude, and prevention practices of selected groups of coronavirus or COVID-19 pandemic, a phenomenological study in exploring the health conditions and practices of public school teachers and extent of implementation of different healthcare services are studies which is the time of pandemic, highlight the importance of public health and safety. Congratulations to the Asian Society of Teachers for Research Incorporated for gathering this wide spectrum of research outputs, which are welcome addition to the body of knowledge. I wish for a fruitful conference exchange in the duration of this virtual academic gathering. Thank you.